there! Nice to meet you. This is Sarah's contact info, right? Who is this? How did you get my number? I'm Rebecca. I'm actually dating your husband. What? I'm sorry, what did you just say? Huh? You're David's wife, right? Did I maybe send this to the wrong person? I was so nervous about reaching out, maybe I messed up the number? No, I'm David's wife, Sarah. I think you sent it to the right person. Oh, good, that's a relief. I was worried I'd have to start this whole conversation over again. No, this is not good at all. You need to tell me exactly what's going on right now. Huh? Why are you so upset? I thought you'd want to know. Want to know what exactly? What do you mean you're dating my husband, David? My husband disappeared 7 years ago and has been missing ever since. Are you telling me you know where he is? Do you understand that I've been searching for him for 7 years? Yes, I've heard about that from him. David told me he suddenly vanished from your life 7 years ago. He explained the whole situation to me when we first met. Yes, that's right. He left a note saying I'm going on a journey of self-discovery and just disappeared. He threw away his phone too, and no matter how hard I searched, I couldn't find him. But you're saying you're dating him? He's been missing for 7 years. His family has been worried sick. And you're telling me he's been with you this whole time? During his journey, we had a fateful encounter. It was like something out of a movie, honestly. What? A fateful encounter? Are you serious right now? I was also hitchhiking around the country at the time. That's when I met him on his self-discovery journey, and we fell in love. We've been living together for 5 years now. It really was love at first sight for both of us. What? For 5 years? You've been with my husband for 5 years while I've been mourning him? Yes, that's right. Time really flies when you're happy, doesn't it? You didn't know he was married during that time, right? Maybe you just recently found out and contacted me? Huh? I knew from the beginning. Why would I contact you if I didn't know? Huh? What do you mean you knew from the beginning? David told me right away that he was actually married, that he disappeared because he wanted to go on a journey of self-discovery. I accepted that and have been with him for 5 years. He was so honest about everything. I really respected that. He said he needed to find himself before he could be with anyone. Huh? What? That's not something you just accept. You knew he was married and you still chose to be with him? How could you do that to another woman? Normally, you would contact me, the wife, immediately. What you're doing is just cheating. We're not just playing around having an affair. We had a fateful encounter, and this is true love. You can't control who you fall in love with. When you know, right? What? True love? Are you completely delusional? You're having an affair with a married man who abandoned his family. We've been living together like a married couple all this time, but last month, I found out I'm pregnant. We're so excited about starting our family together. What? You're pregnant? With my husband's child? Of course the baby is his. David cried tears of joy. He's going to be such a wonderful father. Wait, what is this situation? I find out my husband is alive, but he's been living it up with his mistress, and now I'm getting a pregnancy announcement from the mistress. This is like a nightmare. This can't be real. What exactly do you want from me? Why are you telling me all of this? Can't you tell? I'm asking you to officially divorce him. We need to make this official so we can move forward. What? You want me to divorce him? After he abandoned me for 7 years, you want me to just hand him over to you? David finally made up his mind. Now that there's a baby, he wants to do the right thing. Marry me officially and live as a proper family of 3. So Sarah, please, divorce him right away. We can't get married properly until you divorce him. And the baby deserves to have married parents, don't you think? I never imagined that 7 years of disappearance would end like this. I'm shocked by this completely unexpected outcome. 7 years of wondering if he was dead or alive. And this is how I find out he's been living his best life with someone else. David successfully completed his journey of self-discovery. I think as his wife, you should be happy about this. He found what he was looking for, true happiness with me. What? Happy? You think I should be happy about this? He chose me over you! I have a child on the way. You don't stand a chance. I know it's sad to suddenly be told about divorce, but please accept the reality. Some relationships just run their course, you know? At least now you can move on with your life too. You're right. First, let me be relieved that David is safe. Please make sure you make him happy. After all these years of worry, at least I know he's alive. Mrs., you're surprisingly reasonable. I was expecting you to be way more dramatic about this. David said you might be difficult about the divorce. Anyway, I'll contact you when everything is ready. I'll end this conversation here for now. I need some time to process all of this. Michael, it's been a while. Are you free to talk?
It's been a long time, Sarah. What's up? Is everything okay?
Listen calmly. David has finally been found. I need you to sit down for this.
What? My brother was finally found? So he's alive? Where? Where was he? Is he okay? Is he hurt? What happened to him?
I haven't pinpointed his exact location yet. The situation is actually complicated.
Huh? What do you mean complicated?
Just now, a woman who says she's dating David contacted me. She's apparently been with him for 5 years since he went missing. She reached out to me directly.
What? He had a girlfriend while he was missing? Are you telling me he's been living with someone else this whole time?
And she's pregnant with David's child. She wants to get married officially, so she asked me to divorce him.
Wait, my brother? He had a girlfriend while he was missing, and she's pregnant? This is insane! Absolutely insane!
That's right. While we were worried sick, look what he was doing. While you were helping me search for him every weekend, he was playing house with his mistress. The woman also knew David was married, but continued dating him all this time.
Wow, that woman is just as bad! How can someone knowingly break up a marriage like that? And David, I can't believe my own brother would do this!
But anyway, we know now David is safe. I don't know where he's living yet, but I wanted to let you know right away. I thought you deserved to know immediately.
Thank you. Just knowing my brother is alive helps, even though I'm furious with him right now. Thanks for contacting me.
It's fine. You've been helping me all this time. Besides, we're partners in searching for David, aren't we? You've sacrificed so much to help me look for him. You deserve to know the truth.
That's right. Now we need to use that woman to track down my brother's whereabouts. Ideally, I'd like to get my brother's contact information. There are some things I need to discuss with him personally.
He probably doesn't want us to know his contact info. That's why he had her contact us instead. He's still avoiding us even now.
Same old sneaky brother, always taking the coward's way out.
If only we could get David's contact info from her somehow. Or something that would make David want to contact us directly. We need leverage.
Let's not rush and see how things develop. He has a child on the way, and marriage to his mistress is close. He'll probably get carried away and let his guard down. Men like him always make mistakes when they think they've won.
Right. I'll contact you again when I get David's contact info. We'll get our chance soon enough. Hey, you're taking forever! When will I finally be able to marry David? Hurry up and file the divorce papers! The baby is getting bigger every day, and we still can't get married. This is so frustrating. Sorry, since he was a missing person, there are various complications. The legal system moves slowly with these things, but your timing is perfect. I just finished all the procedures. Really? Finally, this has taken way too long. Go ahead and marry him or whatever you want. You're free to do whatever makes you happy. Yay, thank you! David will be so relieved. Now I can officially marry him, and then we're moving into your house. Huh? What did you just say about my house? I heard from David. The house you're living in was built by him, right? The title is in David's name, too. So, you're kicking me out and you two will live happily in this house? That's your plan? Yes, a single-family home is perfect for raising a child. We need the space for the nursery and everything. David said there's even a perfect room for the baby. Not only are you taking my husband, but the house too. How shameless can you be? No, you're the shameless one, trying to keep living there when you're divorced and not even his wife anymore. Legally, you have no claim to that house now. What? Even though you waited faithfully for 7 years, you no longer have the right to live in that house. I'm his wife now. Get out of that house, you ex-wife! Maybe you can find a nice little apartment somewhere. This is my house, though. You seem to be confused about something important. Huh? What are you talking about? David explained everything to me. I don't have the right to live here? What are you talking about? You're the ones without rights. Huh? What? But, well, this single-family home is a bit too big for just me. I'm generous, so I don't mind letting you have it. But I'll be the landlord, so you'll need to pay rent. Wait, what are you talking about? This house is in his name. You're an ex-wife with no right to live here, and paying rent makes no sense. Actually, while you were enjoying your disappearing act, I changed the title, so this house and land are all in my name now. Completely legal and properly documented. What? That's impossible. You can't just change the title of someone else's property. Do you know about a declaration of disappearance? If you petition for someone who's been missing for a certain period, they can be considered deceased. It's a real legal procedure for situations exactly like this. What? I've never heard of that. That sounds like something you made up. Then take this opportunity to learn. With a declaration of disappearance, you could inherit assets as if the person had already died. The law assumes that someone missing for 7 years is deceased. Huh? But he's not dead! He's been with me this whole time! And I can get divorced too. As a divorced ex-wife, I can't be David's heir, but David has a brother who is his heir, Michael. I had Michael cooperate with me to sell the house and land. He was very understanding about the situation. What? You got his brother involved in this? And I successfully got the title to the house and land, so this house is mine. That's impossible! That's too selfish! He's alive! To arbitrarily declare someone dead and sell their land and house, that has to be illegal somehow! Too selfish? I don't want to hear that from someone who enjoyed a 7-year disappearing act. If you didn't want to be declared missing, you should have come back sooner, or at least let people know he was alive. What? Are you saying we're the bad ones? We fell in love. That's not a crime. Oh, but don't worry. Thanks to you, I found out David is alive. Right after our conversation, I immediately filed to cancel the declaration of disappearance. That procedure took unexpectedly long. Sorry for making you wait so long. The legal system really is quite slow, isn't it? Wait, cancelled? Then everything goes back to how it was, right? The land and house sales were done illegally. The titles all go back to normal, right? We can still live in the house. Unfortunately, no. I'm afraid it doesn't work that way. Huh? What do you mean it doesn't work that way? Basically, it would go back to normal, but the land already sold to a third party doesn't revert back. Also, my divorce from David won't be reversed because I don't want it to be. Feel free to marry him anytime. No way! The house and land won't come back? This is too cruel. We have nowhere to live and a baby is on the way. If you had come back just a little earlier, you wouldn't have been declared missing. A declaration of disappearance can be filed after 7 years of being missing. What? That's exactly this year! That's right. If only you had contacted me just a little bit earlier. No way! Just a little bit earlier and everything would have worked out! This timing can't be coincidence.
Sarah! It finally happened! My brother contacted me directly!
Really? Tell me everything about that.
He lost his house and land, so he's panicking. He contacted me in a frenzy, and now I have his contact info and location. He's desperate for help and support, finally ready to face the family after all these years.
That's great! Filing the declaration of disappearance early was definitely worth it. Thank you for cooperating with the land sale, Michael. I couldn't have done this without you.
It's fine. My brother came running out because of it. Now I can finally settle my long-held grudge. He owes me more than just an apology.
You went through a lot because of him, too. Next time, I'll help you, so let me know if there's anything I can do. We're a team in this.
Thank you. First, I'm gonna go catch my brother right away. Time for him to face the consequences of his actions.
Hey, Sarah! What is this supposed to mean? He says his brother is demanding $120,000 from him. $120,000! We don't have that kind of money. That man who ran away from debt is the bad one. Have your beloved David explain it to you. This is between David and his brother. But David doesn't understand either. That's why I'm asking you. He's completely confused about where this number came from. What? He doesn't understand? How convenient. David says he never borrowed that much money. He admits he borrowed some travel money when he disappeared, but only $40,000. He says he never borrowed as much as $120,000. There has to be some mistake with the math. Maybe Michael is confused about the amount. That $40,000 actually turned into $120,000. Math doesn't lie, Rebecca. What? How does $40,000 become $120,000? Just borrowing travel money. How can he say such a thing? That was pure fraud. When David disappeared, he stole his brother Michael's college tuition. He didn't borrow anything. He just stole it. We found out after he disappeared that he had stolen Michael's tuition money before running away. Because of that, Michael couldn't enter college and had to get a job straight out of high school. His entire life plan was destroyed because of David's selfishness. Really? Is that what happened? David never told me any of this. He said Michael had lent him money willingly. Michael was told, I'm getting divorced from my wife. I need to pay alimony, so please lend me money just temporarily. All lies, of course, because we weren't getting divorced at that time. I couldn't immediately tell people around us that he had disappeared, and Michael couldn't tell people that his brother was getting divorced. That's why we were slow to realize the money had been stolen. David used our embarrassment and confusion against us. Oh, so he lied to his own brother and ruined his college plans. What a schemer. Michael is still furious even 7 years later, and rightfully so. His brother destroyed his future. Is that why he's demanding $120,000? Even if he's still angry, turning a $40,000 debt into $120,000 seems illegal. There have to be laws against this kind of thing. It's not illegal. Michael made sure to get a proper promissory note. Everything was done legally and properly. What? A promissory note? Michael prepared a proper promissory note just in case. David, who was planning to run off with the money, signed it without properly checking the contents. He was so eager to get the money and disappear that he didn't read the fine print. What? Do you know what happens when you disappear while owing money? Late payment penalties accrue. The original loan amount, plus interest, plus late payment penalties, that all adds up to $120,000. 7 years of compound interest and penalties is quite substantial. No, that can't be true. We're about to have a baby, we have no house, and now $120,000 in debt. What are we supposed to do now? How can we possibly pay back that much money? I don't know. You two destined lovers should overcome it together. Isn't that what true love is about? Facing challenges together. This is impossible! No one can pay back $120,000 just like that! David panicking and contacting Michael was just helpful. Now we finally have his contact info and location. Now it's our turn. He's going to pay properly for all his selfish behavior. 7 years of consequences are finally catching up with him. What do you mean by pay properly? I didn't even know about the $40,000 debt. I just loved David. I'm innocent in all of this financial mess. I was just a woman who fell in love. If you love someone, you can work hard for them, right? You're going to be his wife now, so work hard for him. Marriage means sharing each other's burdens. I can't work that hard. I just wanted to live happily with David and our child as a family of 3. I'm pregnant! I can't take on extra work! This wasn't supposed to be how our life together started! You just complain too much. Don't you feel sorry for Michael, who was most affected by this? Despite being a high school graduate, he worked so hard, performed well at his company. He finally transferred to an understanding company and is now balancing college and work. I didn't know any of that. I just wanted to be with the person I love. You only think about yourself. I could sue you for damages too, you know. What? Sue me? For what? Even though he was missing, you were having an affair with someone's husband. I have the right to demand compensation from you. You knowingly entered into a relationship with a married man. That makes you liable for damages to the marriage. What? Wait. I can't handle a damages claim on top of everything else. How much would you sue me for? I think the statute of limitations for adultery damages is 3 years from when you discover the affair. I just recently found out about your affair, so it might be worth consulting with a lawyer. Please wait, I'm begging you. I really can't handle a damages claim in this situation. I have a baby on the way. Please have mercy. I'll do anything you want. Just please don't sue me. Then, could you keep a close watch on David so he doesn't run away? That would be very helpful to me and Michael. What? You want me to watch him? Instead of suing you for damages, I want you to stay by David's side and watch him. Make sure he doesn't run away alone again. A man who ran away once might run away again, especially when faced with such a large debt. If I do that, you won't sue me for damages? If I make sure David doesn't run away, you promise you'll never sue me for damages? You have to promise me this is a real deal. Yes, that's fine. Michael has helped me a lot. I want to help him properly collect money from his brother, David. It's the least I can do after everything Michael has done for me. I understand. If that's the case, I'll watch David. I'll make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Then we have a deal. Stop him immediately if he tries to run, or contact me right away. Got it? I want to know about any suspicious behavior. Any talk of leaving town, any secret phone calls, any packing. Yes, just leave it to me. I won't let him out of my sight. As expected, David was packing his belongings to abandon Rebecca and run away alone. Rebecca discovered this and immediately contacted me. After that, I housed the two of them in a place I rented to prevent them from escaping. Security cameras were installed outside the house, and Michael confiscated their wallets, cards, and phones. Finally giving up, David now works without rest every day, juggling jobs at factories and companies run by relatives. Rebecca initially helped with debt repayment through piecework and other jobs, but people claiming David owed me money visit daily. And with the debt amount increasing constantly, she now cries, saying, "I want to divorce him quickly."
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Sarah, congratulations! Mark told me about your engagement, so the older sister is finally getting married. Thank you, Lisa. I heard you're marrying someone you've been with for a long time. That's right. I've been dating the same person since middle school, and we're finally able to get married. Since middle school? That's such a sweet love story. Thank you. We wanted to make sure we were ready for this step. Oh, that's right. We're actually planning to have a wedding ceremony, too. Huh? A ceremony? Really? I'll contact you with the details once they're finalized. I hope you and Mark will attend. Wait, hold on. You're joking about the wedding, right? Do you two really have the money for something like that? Excuse me? Mark told me you're a poor couple, so a wedding ceremony, that's just... I mean, I don't want to be rude, but people without money shouldn't try to do things beyond their means. Poor couple? Yes, I heard the whole story. You've been living together in some rundown apartment forever. Like, seriously, who lives like that in this day and age? Well, yes, that's true. We're both so busy with work that it was basically just a place to sleep, so we thought a cheap place would be fine for saving money too. No. Even so, that's way too poor. Saving money is one thing, but there are limits. Huh? I heard that in this day and age, you are actually living in an apartment without a bathtub. It's true we don't have a bathtub, but there's a 24-hour gym with a large communal bath nearby, so we figured we could bathe there. No way! Going to a gym every day for your bath is just insane! Do you know how weird that sounds to normal people? Really? But thanks to the large communal bath, we get to enjoy a spa-like experience every day. Plus, we can maintain our exercise routine, so both my fiancé and I really like it. But baths should be enjoyed relaxing at home. I spend 2 hours every day watching YouTube in the bath by myself. That's what civilized people do. That sounds nice. While Mark and I built a house and live comfortably, you and your fiancé are stuck in a rundown apartment. The gap between siblings is just crazy. I mean, Mark is younger than you, but look at the difference in lifestyle. Sarah, aren't you embarrassed to be alive? What? Your income and lifestyle are both worse than your younger brother's. That's just pathetic. So you should definitely give up on having a wedding. It's just going to be embarrassing for everyone involved. Are you worried about our financial situation? Oh, wait! Are you maybe inspired by our wedding from last year? Huh? Well, after seeing such a gorgeous wedding, even poor people like you would want to have a wedding too. The spacious venue with lots of guests. A cute and gorgeous dress with a big wedding cake. I guess any girl would be envious. I bet you've been dreaming about having something like that ever since. It certainly was a lovely ceremony. I still remember it. But that wedding was possible because it was us. It's absolutely impossible for a poor couple like you. We had a real budget, you know, not some pocket change. Maybe you could do it if you used cardboard boxes for the guest tables. What? Listen here, a wedding isn't just about the ceremony. There's married life afterward. This is advice from a senior bride. You need to think realistically about your future. I see. Anyway, I'm telling you this for your own good. You should check your actual income first. A wedding is too high a hurdle for poor people. Mark, can I talk to you for a minute? I want to ask you something about Lisa.
What's up?
You told Lisa about my engagement, right? How exactly did you explain it?
Huh? How? I didn't really say anything special, just that you were finally marrying your longtime boyfriend, and as your brother, I was happy for you. That's about it.
That's strange. Lisa said you described us as a poor couple.
What?
She went on and on about how we live in a rundown apartment and can't afford a proper wedding. Sorry for being a poor couple living in a rundown apartment. I didn't think my brother looked down on me like that.
Wait, hold on. I never said anything like that. I never called you a poor couple. I never even mentioned your apartment. Why would I even talk about your living situation?
Huh?
Besides, I don't even know what kind of apartment you live in. I've never visited.
Oh, now that you mention it, that's true.
And why would I make fun of my own sister and her fiancé as poor? I would never do something like that.
But Lisa said she heard you were a poor couple. She seemed so confident about it.
What's that about? I have no memory of that at all. Oh, but...
What?
Come to think of it, remember when you sent us that package, the housewarming gift with that stylish clock?
That was about 6 months ago.
Lisa was staring really intently at your address on the package. I think she was searching for something on her phone, too. I thought it was weird at the time, but didn't think much of it.
She searched my address to look up my apartment?
That would explain a lot, actually. And sometime after that, she kept asking about your annual income really persistently. Like, really persistently. It was uncomfortable.
What?
She'd bring it up randomly during dinner. I wonder how much Sarah makes, or do you think Sarah earns more than average? I kept telling her it wasn't any of our business.
That's so invasive.
Remember when Mom hurt her knee and was hospitalized? We split the medical costs.
I remember you paid more because you'd just gotten your bonus and said not to worry about it.
Actually, Lisa and I had a fight after that. She kept nagging me, saying, "Why are you paying more when you're the younger brother? That's weird." She wouldn't let it go for days. She kept saying it made no sense for the younger sibling to pay more.
Oh.
It was only about $200 more. No matter how many times I explained, she kept criticizing me, so I got frustrated and said something I shouldn't have. I said since I earn the most, it's natural for me to pay more. I was just trying to get her to stop nagging me about it.
That's definitely it. So she thinks I'm a sister-in-law who earns less than her younger brother and lives in a rundown apartment. I guess she just came up with her own story.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea she would take that and run with it. She must have looked up your apartment online and made assumptions. Sorry, it's my fault. I'll correct Lisa's misunderstanding later.
No, it's too much trouble, so let's just leave it as is. You don't need to do anything, Mark.
Really? But you're being misunderstood, and badly. She's completely wrong about your situation.
From Lisa's attitude, I feel like if we try to correct it now, she'll think we're making excuses, so don't worry about it and just leave it alone. She seems pretty set in her beliefs.
If that's what you want, I'll do that, but are you really okay with this? It bothers me that she's talking down to you based on completely wrong information.
It's fine, it's fine. Honestly, it's kind of interesting to see how she treats people she thinks are beneath her.
But that's not a good thing, though.
Anyway, I'll contact you again when the wedding details are finalized.
Okay, but Sarah, I really am sorry about this mess.
Don't worry about it. It's not your fault Lisa jumped to conclusions. Long time no see, Sarah. Hey, Lisa. Mark told me, Sarah, you're really going through with the wedding. Even after I gave you all that advice, I thought you would have come to your senses by now. It's a once-in-a-lifetime special day. No matter how much it costs, I'm going to do it. I see. Well, I should tell you up front, I won't be attending your wedding. What? I've thought about it carefully. The brother's wife will be absent. It's better for everyone this way, trust me. May I ask why? Announcing your absence before even being invited. The reason is that you're a poor couple. I mean, let's be honest about this situation. What? Since you live in that rundown apartment, your husband must be poor too, right? A couple that's both poor. Honestly, I think you'll divorce soon. Money problems are the #1 cause of divorce. Why do you think that? Because you're poor, and now you're getting cocky with a wedding. You're probably taking out a wedding loan, right? Starting married life with debt. Your future looks pretty bleak. I've seen it happen so many times. Couples who spend money they don't have on their wedding, then they're stuck paying it off for years. That's not a problem. We're not taking out any loans, and we have the wedding costs saved up. No way! Living in a rundown apartment but having savings? This shows how low level your wedding will be. I guess I was right to decline. What? Do you even have a $10,000 budget for the wedding? Maybe even less? Oh, maybe just $3,000? That's like, what, community center rental and grocery store cake? Going to such a cheap wedding would just be a waste of money. Excuse me? Since we're family, I'd have to give at least $500 to $1,000 as a wedding gift, right? Spending that much on a cheap wedding seems like such a waste of money, don't you think? If the gift could be like $1, that would be fine, though. I think wedding gifts are about celebrating someone's happiness. I've never thought of them as wasteful. Ugh, so you're trying to guilt people into giving you money with that kind of talk? Sorry, but I won't fall for that. That's exactly what poor people do. They make it about happiness and celebration. What? Having a wedding when you're poor, you're just after the gift money, aren't you? That kind of wedding has zero value. It's so obvious. Invite a bunch of people, collect the gifts, use the money to pay for the wedding. Maybe even make a profit if you're sneaky about it. I'm not wasting money on a poor couple's shabby wedding. The gift money would be wasted, so I'm declining. At least when Mark and I got married, people got their money's worth. Good food, open bar, live music, beautiful venue. But I wasn't planning to invite you anyway. What? You certainly talked a lot, but don't worry. I never planned to invite you in the first place. What? So, announcing your absence? How bored are you? Are you just completely lacking in common sense? Shameless? Declining an invitation you never received? Are you stupid? What? What do you mean you weren't planning to invite me? You said you wanted both of us to come. That was months ago. After being constantly mocked as a poor couple, I naturally changed my mind. Don't you think that's reasonable? Why would I invite someone who thinks so little of me? So not inviting me is just petty. I'm your brother's wife. Normally, you should invite me. Family is family, regardless of personal feelings. It's basic etiquette. You were going to decline anyway, right? So what's the problem? You were so confident about being invited, and now you're embarrassed. You don't need to be so desperate. You literally just spent minutes explaining why you wouldn't come. Huh? I'm not embarrassed at all. You don't get to just exclude family members. You're not inviting me because you have something to hide. I know what you're really thinking. What? You don't want me to see your cheap wedding because we had such a gorgeous ceremony last year. What? Your venue, dress, everything will be cheaper and shabbier than mine. With a $3,000 budget for your tacky wedding, of course you can't invite me. You're scared I'll see how pathetic it is compared to a real wedding. That's the real reason, isn't it? Actually, the total is about $60,000. What? The budget is actually higher than yours. I asked Mark about it for reference, and yours was $50,000, right? What are you saying? There's no way you have a $50,000 budget. A poor couple couldn't have that kind of money. That's impossible! You're lying! Where would you even get that much money? But we do, though. What? How does a poor couple living in a rundown apartment have that money? I know your income is lower than Mark's. The math doesn't add up. Are you lying to save face? That's true. My income was lower than my brother's until now, but I plan to earn double that starting next year, so it's fine. What? Double? What are you talking about? You can't just magically double your income. I haven't told you, but we're actually a doctor and lawyer couple. What? Doctor and lawyer? Wait, what? That's not possible. I was in medical residency. He was in legal clerkship. We each had long periods of struggle, but we overcame that and are getting married. Those years were really tough financially. Residents and clerks barely make anything while training. What? Medical residency, legal clerkship, but you live in that cheap apartment. Starting next year, I'll work as a doctor, and he'll be a new lawyer at a major firm, so we'll be financially comfortable. So yes, we'll be doing quite well. What? Wait, I never heard about this. You never said you were in medical school, or that your fiancé was in law school. You never asked about our careers. You just assumed we were failures based on our apartment. The struggling years were tough, but just having someone to come home to made us strong. Plus, saving money in that cheap apartment means we can have the wedding we want. All those years of living like students finally paid off. We saved every penny we could during training. I'm so glad we lived the life you mocked. No way. I thought you were just a poor people. But a doctor and lawyer? That's like a power couple. This changes everything. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I feel so stupid now. Why would we tell you? You made it clear you weren't interested in our lives. You only cared about judging our apartment and income. You never once asked what we actually do for work. But I didn't know. How could I have known? If I had known you were going to be doctors and lawyers, I would have been so much nicer. This is all a big misunderstanding. We can have our wedding just fine without you, so don't worry and just stay home.
Sarah, did something happen with Lisa?
Why?
She suddenly started saying she wants to go to your wedding, but just yesterday she was saying, I absolutely will not go to that wedding. It's like she's a completely different person. She's been pacing around the house talking about wedding gifts.
Actually, Lisa contacted me yesterday. I told her about mine and my fiancé's professions.
Ah, so that's why she did a complete 180? She was so insistent about not going. She spent the whole evening telling me how wrong it was for poor people to have weddings.
Now she's saying, I want to go too. Lisa is such an emotionally expressive and interesting person.
She's not interesting at all. Just yesterday she was telling me not to go either. She was really adamant about it. Said it would be embarrassing for the family. She said if I insisted on going, I'd have to pay for the gift from my own allowance. My allowance is only $300 a month because of the mortgage.
What? Mark, that's all you get? But you work for a major corporation. That's actually less than what high schoolers get.
Actually, Lisa was supposed to get a job after we built the house, but she said a house is too much work to clean, so she'll be a housewife. She keeps finding new reasons not to work. First it was the house needs settling in. Then it was I need time to organize everything. She's always changing what she says.
Oh.
She never started working, but our expenses increased with property taxes and stuff, so she said we had to cut my allowance. She controls all the finances now, says I'm not good with money, but I used to manage fine on my own.
So that's why it's a $300 allowance. Mark, that's not normal for a working adult.
I know, but she says married couples should combine finances, and since she's home all day, she should manage the budget. Oh, but I'll definitely give a gift. I have some savings hidden away, so don't worry about that. I've been putting aside a little bit here and there. She doesn't know about it.
Hidden savings? Mark, you shouldn't have to hide money from your wife. Don't worry about that. Wedding gifts are just gestures, so only give what's comfortable. More than that, I need you to stop Lisa. Don't worry about bringing a gift. Just please absolutely do not bring Lisa to the venue.
Of course, after how rude she was to you, I'll take responsibility and leave her at home. I'm actually relieved you said that. I was dreading having to deal with her behavior at your wedding. She gets so competitive around other people, always trying to one-up everyone. Sorry about Lisa during what should be such a happy time before your wedding.
You don't need to apologize, Mark. I'm counting on you for the wedding day. Sarah, today's wedding was absolutely wonderful. The beautiful dress and the venue like an overseas chapel. It was just perfect. I can't believe how elegant everything was. The flower arrangements alone must have cost a fortune. Look what you did today. I can't believe you forced your way into the venue. Forced my way in? How rude. I'm your brother's wife. I have the right to attend. Family should always be included in important events. People without invitations don't have the right to attend, even if they're family. Huh? But I have an invitation. That fake invitation you made yourself. I can't believe you went that far just to crash the wedding. The staff was so confused when you showed up with that obviously homemade invitation. Did you really think no one would notice? But it was for your important wedding. I couldn't miss such a special day. And look how beautiful everything turned out. You must be so happy with how everything went. And then you brazenly joined the reception too. The venue staff had such a hard time with the sudden increase in guests. They had to scramble to find you a seat. The catering was already perfectly planned. But I brought a proper wedding gift, so let's get along from now on. I got you something really nice from the registry. Well, actually, I upgraded it to the more expensive version. So you're obviously sucking up now. I'm so happy to have a doctor sister-in-law and lawyer brother-in-law. Please take good care of your little sister-in-law from now on. We're going to be such a successful family. I can't wait to tell everyone about my accomplished in-laws. Who's going to take care of you? You're not my sister-in-law or anything. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. We're family now. I know I said some silly things before, but that's all in the past. By the way, Mark has a message for you. Let's get divorced. What? Lisa, you were going around talking to all the bride and groom's friends, weren't you? You thought you were being sneaky, but apparently it was all seen. Several people came up to me asking who the woman hitting on everyone was. What? I was just being friendly. Making conversation with the other guests. Mark saw everything when you were desperately hitting on the groom's lawyer friend. You spent 20 minutes cornering him by the bar, getting his business card, asking about his income, talking about how unhappy you are in your marriage. What? That's not what happened at all. We were just talking about careers. I thought you were sucking up to me, but you were simultaneously looking for your next husband. How impressive. Very efficient networking. Mark was really disgusted. He says he's divorcing you. He's been thinking about it for a while, but today was the final straw. What? Mark just misunderstood everything. No, that's not it. That was all just a joke. I would never actually. A joke? We can verify this through my husband, you know. I could just ask that lawyer friend you were hitting on to show me the messages you exchanged today. A married woman aggressively pursuing single men at her sister-in-law's wedding. While her husband watched from across the room. How humiliating for Mark. Please don't show Mark anything. I'll explain everything to him myself. It's all a big misunderstanding. Looks like the brothers couple will divorce faster than the poor couple. Well then, goodbye. Shortly after, my brother and his wife divorced. Initially, Lisa insisted, I don't want a divorce, and there was quite a struggle. But thanks to my lawyer husband stepping in, it was resolved incredibly quickly. As for Lisa, she was avoided by all the men she had targeted at the wedding venue, so she gave up on finding her next husband. She's apparently lamenting that I was abandoned by my husband and I'm an unhappy woman. But I think the most unhappy person is me. Since I gave a $3,000 wedding gift when my brother got married last year, and she's completely forgotten about it.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Did you talk things over with Kevin? So when are you going to divorce him? Kevin keeps refusing to have any discussions. Actually, he hasn't been coming home from your place. I know, just talk it out already. Talk it out? Amy, do you realize what you're asking me to do? How can I talk it out when he won't even face me? He's been avoiding me for weeks now. Look, this situation is awkward for everyone. We just need to move forward. Awkward? Is that really the word you want to use here? Tell Kevin, who's at your house. If you don't divorce him soon, it's going to be a problem for me. So tell Kevin that. I hate this limbo situation too. Being betrayed and cheated on by someone I thought was my best friend and my husband, and not even being able to discuss what happens next. But it's your fault, Ashley. My fault? How is any of this my fault? Explain that logic to me. No matter how you look at it, the one dating a married person and the one cheating while married are in the wrong, right? I heard from Kevin. He said that you were cute and really devoted to him before marriage, but after getting married, it was like you became a different person and got really strict with him. He was crying about it. Crying? Kevin was crying to you about me? What exactly did he tell you I was doing that was so terrible? He said you became controlling and demanding, always nagging him about everything. When you're going to live together as a family, there are naturally going to be various things to deal with. I was just creating and following household rules. Don't force your arbitrary rules on Kevin. Arbitrary? Amy, you don't know anything about our marriage or what we agreed on. Besides, I wasn't forcing anything. These were things we discussed and decided together when we got married. Well, clearly he changed his mind about those arrangements. So, instead of talking to his wife, he ran to my best friend behind my back? Is that the kind of man you want to be with?
At least he can be himself around me. He doesn't have to walk on eggshells.
Walk on eggshells for keeping the promises he made? Never mind. There was no point in having this conversation with you. I thought maybe, just maybe, you'd show some remorse or accountability, but you're just going to blame me for your choices.
Ashley, you're being unreasonable. We fell in love. It happens.
Fell in love? Is that what you call sneaking around behind my back? Anyway, if you want a quick divorce, tell Kevin to come home once. We'll talk after that.
Don't be angry with him, okay?
Like a child. I'm not angry anymore. I'm just exasperated. Getting angry would be a waste of time and energy.
Then I'll tell Kevin to go home and talk it out. But once you sign the divorce papers, let him go quickly.
You're making me sound like the bad guy.
Well, isn't that right? Kevin chose me because being with you was painful for him.
Being with me was painful? What exactly did he tell you was so painful?
Making your husband feel that way after just 2 years of marriage. You're not cut out for marriage.
Kevin, who cheated after just 2 years of marriage, and you, who stole your best friend's husband and act like nothing happened, are definitely the ones not cut out for marriage.
Whatever. In the end, we're the ones who'll be happy. Your words don't hurt me at all, since you're the one who's going to be unhappy.
You seem pretty confident about that. I understand that Kevin and you are having an affair. I understand that you want a divorce. I want to have a proper discussion too, so I'd like to know, when did you start dating Kevin?
Why does it matter when we started?
Because I want to understand the timeline of how my marriage fell apart.
I thought he was handsome at your wedding, and then when I came to receive you souvenirs from your honeymoon, you had tea at your house, remember? He happened to be there too, and while you were making fresh tea, we hit it off and exchanged contact information.
That long ago? While I was making tea for my best friend, you were flirting with my husband in my own house?
We weren't flirting, we just connected. After that, we started going out for dinner after work occasionally, and exactly 6 months after we first exchanged contacts, we officially started dating.
That overlaps almost entirely with my married life.
In other words, the time you spent with Kevin and the time I spent with Kevin aren't that different.
I see. I understand now.
Good! Then now you understand why this happened. Well then, divorce him quickly. I'm already 30 and have a lot of things I need to do. According to my plan, I should have been married 5 years ago.
I'll contact Kevin. Kevin, come home once already. Let's discuss about the divorce.
Finally, willing to discuss divorce. Did Amy say something to you?
I was planning to decide whether to divorce after discussing it with you. But after contacting Amy earlier, the option of not divorcing disappeared from my mind, so I'll discuss it on the premise of divorce.
What did she tell you?
Enough to know that you two have been planning this for a long time.
Then I'll come home. Just have the divorce papers ready. I'm only gonna sign those.
Only sign the divorce papers? Kevin, do you think divorce is just signing a piece of paper? Are you saying you won't pay alimony even though you cheated?
Alimony? Why should I pay you anything? There's something called property division. I won't do property division, so no alimony either. That way there's no lingering resentment. Plus, I want to marry her as soon as possible. If we talk about alimony and property division in divorce discussions, it'll delay my remarriage.
And you're already planning remarriage before we are even divorced?
Yes, we want to start our new life together immediately.
Do you understand what position you're in? You're the one who broke our marriage vows.
There it is again. You always say that to me. I got sick of hearing those words, so I abandoned you to be with Amy.
Even though you exchanged contact information with Amy right after getting married, you were planning to cheat from the beginning.
Planning? No, it just happened naturally. I had no choice. She was overwhelmingly cuter than you. Any man would want to know a cute girl's contact information, and not asking for a cute girl's contact would be bad manners.
What kind of manners from what world is that? That's the most ridiculous excuse I've ever heard. Kevin, you're married. The only woman whose contact you should be interested in is your wife's.
You just don't understand how men think. Anyway, I'm gonna remarry her and be happy this time.
You're talking as if our married life wasn't happy. Was I really that terrible to live with? I was nagging you because you weren't keeping the promises we made together, right?
Promises. Everything was always about what we agreed on. A wife should be considerate about those things and walk 3 steps behind her husband while asking for permission.
Walk 3 steps behind? Kevin, what century do you think we're living in? I believe spouses should be equal, so I couldn't walk 3 steps behind, and I didn't walk ahead either. We agreed to be partners when we got married.
That's your problem right there.
Since we both agree on the divorce, let's discuss alimony and property division.
I told you we're not doing any of that.
I'm saying let's discuss whether to do it or not. I can't just listen to all your demands. You're the one having an affair. Why should I be the only one accepting demands?
Fine, but don't hire a lawyer. When this happens, women always try to bring allies like lawyers. This is between you and me, so we'll discuss it one-on-one, sign the divorce papers, and I'll go to Amy's place. Got it?
I won't hire a lawyer.
Then I'll come over right now.
But if it's just you and me one-on-one, there's no objectivity. So I think we need someone to view things objectively. Someone neutral who can make sure this is fair.
Then Amy would be fine.
Amy is a party to this. She's your affair partner. How is the woman you cheated with supposed to be neutral?
Affair. What we have now isn't an affair. It's serious.
That's not my concern, and I'm not interested. I'm going to call your family.
My family? Dad and Mom? That's fine. If it's my family, they'll be on my side anyway. Make sure you keep what you said. Don't let anyone else join except my family.
Don't worry, just your family. But since it's impossible for your family to come over right now, let's both sign the divorce papers today first. Then later, we'll set up a proper discussion where we can talk about alimony and property division, okay?
Got it, as long as we can get this over with quickly.
We both agree on wanting a quick divorce, so we'll get the divorce done first, but we'll still have a proper discussion. Is that okay?
You're so persistent. I said okay. Just stop asking me the same question over and over.
Understood. Then I'll prepare the divorce papers and wait.
Ashley, thanks for the divorce. Thanks to you, I was able to submit our marriage certificate today. We're officially married now. I'd like to have a wedding ceremony, but I'll endure it for my dream.
Congratulations on your marriage. You're quite fast, though. The divorce papers were just submitted yesterday.
Well, when you know what you want, why wait? Actually, I wanted to submit them yesterday immediately, but yesterday was an unlucky day according to the calendar, so I avoided it and did it today.
You checked the calendar for luck? How thorough of you.
Of course! This is the most important day of my life! And now our married life is secure!
I see.
After I achieve my dream, it'll be a bit later, but when we have our wedding ceremony, I'll invite you!
You want to invite me to your wedding? To my ex-husband?
Why not? We should all be mature about this. I'll wear a cuter dress than the wedding dress you wore, and have a much cuter and more luxurious ceremony than yours.
No, thank you. I don't want to be involved with you two anymore. I don't know what your dream is, but do whatever you want with your wedding and that dream.
Come on, Ashley, don't be such a sore loser. Oh, want to hear about my dream?
I never said that.
I'm going to tell you anyway because I'm just so excited. My dream is to build a brand new house. With a garden, flowers blooming, and a lawn spacious enough for children and a large dog to run around. I want at least 2 children, so the house needs to be 4 bedrooms, 2-story with 2 children's rooms, mine and Kevin's room, and a guest room. Oh, you're welcome to visit.
Visit? Are you serious? I told you I'm not interested, and you're planning to build a house?
Yes, now that we're married, we need to get started right away. I'm in the car heading to the model home park right now.
In the car?
Had brunch with him and we're driving around.
Wait, did you rent the car?
What are you talking about? It's his car.
Kevin's car? That's our car. We haven't even discussed property division or alimony yet.
Don't be so stingy. You're going to discuss it soon anyway, right? We're married and need a car, so we'll take the car. I'll give you the appliances and furniture.
That's for me and him to decide, not for you to decide. You can't just take our car without permission.
Oh, and about the alimony, even if you claim it with only about 2 years of marriage, it won't be much according to market rates.
You actually researched it?
Of course, we're buying a house. We need to use money strategically.
Do you have money to buy a house when you're being charged alimony?
We'll just get a loan.
A loan?
What? Don't you even know about loans? How did you live as a working adult? Ashley, you're so ignorant. That's why you got dumped.
Of course I know what loans are. I'm asking if you know whether Kevin can actually get a loan.
Of course he can. He's a responsible adult man. We'll borrow a mortgage from the bank to build the house. If we have a car, we can live in the countryside. And in the countryside, the land is big, so we can probably build a nice house for about $500,000.
Who's going to pay $500,000?
I told you, a loan.
And who's going to get the loan?
Kevin, of course. Just add a little to the rent we're paying now, and we can live in a house. Life on easy mode.
Life on easy mode? Amy, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Whatever, Ashley. You're just jealous because your life is going to be boring now. Oh, sorry. We arrived at the model park, so I'm turning off notifications. There are so many amazing houses, and I'm so excited. Well then, see you later. Kevin just went to your place. Don't be selfish with Kevin, okay?
Selfish?
About alimony and stuff like that. I found a great home builder at the model park. We're going to build the best new house with his loan. I'll invite you to the new house.
An unemployed man is actually going to build a house?
Huh? Unemployed man? Who are you talking about?
Given the context of this conversation, it's obviously Kevin.
No, what are you saying? Kevin isn't unemployed.
He's unemployed and has debt.
Debt? What kind of debt? Like credit card debt? Everyone has a little of that.
Not credit card debt, Amy. Real debt. Serious debt. I recently found out about the debt, too. Apparently, he's been in debt for a while. Now it's accumulated so much that he's on the blacklist and can't borrow from legitimate places anymore.
Wait, I never heard about this. Why did you keep quiet about this until it got that bad?
Because he was hiding it from me too, Amy.
Why debt? And what do you mean unemployed with debt? How does that happen?
Let me explain step by step. He probably won't explain it, just like when he married me.
Tell me the truth! I need to know everything right now!
Before we got married, his parents' company went into the red, and by that time, both parents had borrowed money to the limit and were barely keeping things going. But when that became hopeless, instead of filing for bankruptcy or closure, Kevin borrowed money in his name to cover the deficit.
So he helped rebuild his parents' company?
It would have been good if he could rebuild it, but it was impossible. The company was already failing when he got involved. So, only the debt remained, and it became hopeless, leading to the company closure. His parents went through bankruptcy procedures, but Kevin had a job and didn't file for bankruptcy, so he was left with just the debt.
So his parents are broke and he's stuck with their debt?
He hid this and got married, then borrowed more money for the wedding and honeymoon.
More money? How much more? Wait, how much debt is there in total?
As far as I know, it was close to $200,000.
$200,000?
And unfortunately, Kevin got fired from his company right after we married, so he became unemployed.
Debt and unemployed? This can't be real. This has to be some kind of mistake.
It's not a mistake. I have all the documentation. So, right after getting married, he became unemployed, and we made various arrangements for him to find a new job. Since we'd be living on my money, we discussed and decided on things like dividing household chores, going to the unemployment office, job hunting, etc.
Could it be that what Kevin called nagging was...
Kevin would skip household chores and wouldn't job hunt, so of course I'd nag. My livelihood was at stake too, and it's not good to break promises. During that time, he met you, and the time when no one said anything to him probably felt comfortable.
This is terrible! But if he became unemployed, he should just file for bankruptcy and clear his debts. Then there'd be nothing to pay.
If he files for bankruptcy, the new house would have to be paid in cash. He also wouldn't be able to use credit cards.
Wait, not being able to use cards would be a problem.
But the card he's using now is a family card from my credit card, so I'm collecting it from him today.
Collecting it? The card is your family card?
An unemployed man with debt can't have a credit card.
Then the card he used to pay for our dates was...
I was paying for it. Your dates. Actually, I discovered your affair through the credit card statement. I thought the credit card charges were unusually high lately, and I thought it was because I was putting everything on the card now. But when I got the detailed statement, there were charges at restaurants I didn't know, and that's how I noticed about the affair.
So it was all your money?
Every expensive dinner, every hotel, every gift he bought you.
I thought he was so generous and romantic.
So, along with alimony, I'm going to demand repayment of the money that was used without permission. And of course, I'm getting the car back. It's my car that I bought with a loan in my name.
If we lose the car too, we can't build a big house on big land in the countryside.
You don't have the financial strength or credit worthiness to build a house anyway. Well, but it's a different story if you get the loan.
That That's impossible! I thought I could be a housewife when I married him, and since we were moving to the countryside where living costs are low, I quit my job.
So you're a couple of two unemployed people with $200,000 in debt.
How are we supposed to live from now on?
That's none of my business. Whatever the circumstances, you and Kevin chose this situation. I'm going to exercise my rights and properly receive alimony and everything else from you two.
Ashley, I'm sorry. I was wrong. So please don't claim alimony. We won't be able to live. On top of my husband having $200,000 in debt and both of us being unemployed, we can't survive.
If you acknowledge that you were wrong, please pay the alimony by the deadline. A lawyer will speak with you about this.
Wait, please, not the alimony. I'll do anything, even bow down. I'll come running when you're in trouble, right? We're best friends, aren't we?
Former best friends. I have other people who will help me when I'm in trouble, so I decline your offer. Just pay the alimony and reflect properly. Well then, goodbye.
Wait, Ashley!
Kevin, where are you now? Your family is already here for the discussion.
I'm at a nearby convenience store. I was taking a coffee break after parking the car. Just getting ready for the discussion.
Right, it's a discussion between me, you, and your sister, who's my representative.
Huh? My sister? Wait, my sister?
Yes, as you well know, she's a lawyer.
Why did you call my sister?
Because you said I could call your family, right?
My sister hates me and our parents, and we've practically cut ties. And you said you wouldn't hire a lawyer.
I didn't hire her. Your sister learned about the situation and offered to help. She said she doesn't need payment.
That's impossible!
Your sister is a busy lawyer, so come quickly. I'll take appropriate action if you don't come. I have your sister, who's a legal professional.
Not my sister!
She absolutely won't be on your side.
Calling my sister when you know that is really the worst!
Which one of us is the worst? Hiding debt and getting married, not keeping promises or job hunting even when unemployed, cheating extensively with your wife's best friend, refusing to pay alimony, talking about offsetting it with property division, taking our car without permission. Your behavior is ridiculous and you're being way too selfish.
But I need the car for job hunting!
Do you understand that's my car that I bought in my name?
I thought I just changed the name to mine!
Without asking? Without discussing it?
We're getting divorced anyway!
Anyway, you're going to pay alimony, return the money you spent on dates with Amy using my family card, and return the car. Got it?
If you do that, I'll have nothing left!
You'll have Amy, your loving wife, and your debt.
This is...
I think you're already at rock bottom, but since you cheated, you're going to hit the very bottom.
I thought you weren't angry!
I'm not angry, so I'm just calmly exercising my rights. Drive safely and don't put a single scratch on the car. We'll be waiting.
Wait! At least kick my sister out! Ashley? My sister has always been off limits!
Thanks to my sister-in-law's efforts, we properly collected alimony from Kevin and Amy. We got the car back, and they agreed to pay back the date expenses in installments. Kevin and Amy broke up and divorced after 1 month. Amy had to return to the company she had quit when she got married, apparently feeling very embarrassed. As for my ex-husband, even his sister, who is family, doesn't know where he is or what he's doing, so he's probably living in poverty somewhere in secret.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.